Well, for most of us, the internet is an incredible source of information and communication, but for teenagers these days, cyberspace has become a way of life.
So do teens understand the real dangers of the online world? They might, after learning what happened to schoolgirl Carly Ryan. She was murdered by a man she met on the net. In a moment, we'll meet her mum, who's making it her mission to teach children about parents about cyber safety. But first, here's Sunrise Adelaide correspondent Amanda Backman with Carly's story.
At 14 years of age, Carly was like many other teenagers. She was dealing with the angst of growing up, but was friendly and fun-loving. What started out as an online search for love, though, ended in her murder. It began in 2006 when Carly thought she'd found her dream boyfriend on the internet, a 20-year-old musician from Melbourne, Brandon Kane. But Brandon didn't actually exist. He was the cyberspace creation of 50-year-old Gary Newman, a man with more than 200 online identities, a man who made a habit of preying on teenage girls via the net. Carly fell for who she thought was Brandon, but all the time it was Newman. The pair met at Carly's 15th birthday party when Newman took on the identity of Brandon's father. Carly rejected his sexual advances, but she did agree to meet him again in February 2007. Newman lured her to a secluded beach south of Adelaide and killed her. Carly was just 15. Newman's now serving a life sentence with a 29-year non-parole period. Amanda Backman reporting for Sunrise.
Well, Carly's mum, Sonya Ryan, is hoping that her daughter's story will help prevent similar tragedies, and she joins us now from Adelaide. Sonya, good morning to you, and thank you for your time, and our deepest sympathies to you and for everything. But gosh, we applaud you for what you're doing now and trying to raise awareness. The thing that staggers me is you had the computer in the right place at the common room of the house, you were monitoring the sites that Carly was on, and yet this happened. Are we underestimating the dangers of the internet?
Absolutely. As you said, I did have the computer in a neutral area of the home, and I did check what Carly was doing regularly. But never in our wildest dreams did we imagine that a person would pose as a young man to gain her trust.
It is quite incredible, and now you've launched a website and a foundation in memory of Carly, including ads and brochures to be distributed to teenagers. So what message do you want to send? What are you hoping to achieve with this, Sonya?
We really want to educate and create awareness. I think it's vitally important that the community realises how easy it is for a child to become a target online. These predators scan the internet looking for potential victims, and kids are putting far too much information on their profiles. They're not thinking about the information they're putting on there and who may see it. So as a foundation, we are wanting to promote internet safety, be able to make our foundation very accessible for kids, teenagers and young adults as well, and really promoting the message nationwide. I mean, our kids are our future and we need to protect them.
And it's a tough message too, and it's from the heart for you, Sonya. So are you trying to say to people, look, if it can happen to Carly, if it can happen to us, it can happen to anybody?
Absolutely. Carly was a very fun-loving, trusting, lovely girl, and you know, kids think they're invincible these days, and they don't think that this type of crime could happen to them, but it can happen really, really easily. And it's just about looking after each other online and keeping yourself safe from becoming a potential victim online. And that is the message we are trying to push through the website, through my online safety seminars. And we're also, as you've said, offering our online safety brochure to anybody who would like a copy of one nationally.
The thing that makes this so chilling, this story, is that you were monitoring what Carly was doing. This predator was posing as a young man, and am I right that you even believed he was real and you'd seen the correspondence between them? So I guess it's just one of the, how do we know? How do we tell? How do we say to our kids, even when you believe that they're true, they may not be?
I think one of the really important things to do is to discuss with your kids to only add people you know as friends on MySpace and Facebook. Yeah. This will in itself safeguard you from being approached by anybody who is inappropriate or who has created a fake profile. A lot of predators will pose as musicians, popular professionals, celebrities, to strike up conversation with children online, and children are really trusting. And I think that if parents regularly check their child's buddy list, see who they're talking to, that's one of the steps that parents can actively take to make sure that the kids are only talking to people they actually know.
Well, Sonya, we applaud you for what you're doing. All the very, very best in your campaign. We'll put all the details of the Carly Ryan Foundation on our website so people can go there for more information. But all the very best to you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Sonya Ryan there this morning. We're back with more of Sunrise in just a moment.